Hello creatives, thank you for joining me today on my YouTube channel. It is Serena and we have a series of unboxings to do. I have not posted a video in a gazillion weeks, so I'm glad to be able to do this. It's a mixed blessing. I am doing it because today is a washout day. I am not able to build or do anything with my building, so I am going to hurry up and do as many videos as I can, and then I have some time to edit them. So I have 3 different videos that I'm going to do for unboxings, or I'm going to divide them into 3 different unboxings for you. And I'll put in clips here and there so that you can keep up with what's going on with the build and with everything around here in general. This beautiful deep red daylily is so reliably blooming on July 4th that if the grid went down or we didn't have calendars anymore, I would still know what day it was. Excuse the weeds because I have not done any weeding while I've done my build. So I have a task ahead of me at the end of this year or next year when I have some time to weed. Oh boy. We have been very lucky with the amount of rain that we've gotten. It's helped to wash some of the smoke out of the sky, but at least now our pond is full and the fish have some place to swim, because when the pond level goes down they start to get stressed out or stressed because the water starts heating up. There's no cool water to replace the hot water that heats up from the sun, and when there's just a little bit of it, it heats up, you know, day after day and doesn't cool off. So we're lucky that it's rained so much. Look at the water level here. It's come way up to the dock, to the corner of the dock, and look at the little tadpoles. They're still there enjoying the sun, and I don't really see too many. I just see the tails. I don't see any hind feet forming on them. But let's take a quick look if I can get that close up and focused. Look at all those. They're staying close to shore where it's warm. The sun warms them up. It's nice to see things like this, you know, natural things. We don't often see this or take the time to see it. And for those that live in cities, you rarely get to see it unless you go somewhere on the weekend or take a vacation or holiday. But it's just nice to see. Now the pond filled up nicely because it was raining every day, but because it was raining and pouring every day, I did not get to do very much on my studio project. However, ta-da! I have finally had some help to put the wall up. I finished it pretty much 2 weeks ago, and it was sitting on the platform flat, and I did some final touches on it and did as much as I could, and I said, well, it's now or never. It finally stopped raining yesterday, although the clouds are thinking about getting a little bit dark again, and they said we might get rain this afternoon, but I want to try to get the other 2 sides of the walls built as quickly as I can and get this up. Now let's take a look a little closer. I want you all to see, of course, there's the front door. I have 2 windows here, and if you can picture on this side, I have another window. So this is actually true south on the corner. But because of the placement of the other buildings on the property, I couldn't really angle it because it would block the view from the house, and everybody is having a fit as it is because I'm blocking enough of this view. But here is where my desk is going to be, and that will be my view. Of course, I'll get rid of that kind of dock thing there, the old dock that kind of died. The old dock that died. All right, and I'm going to have a window on this side here too, so I'll be able to see that. So this is going to be nice. This view over here, because I want a window with full screens so I can open it, this window will allow me to hear the water rushing in, because that's the inlet of the pond. It rushes in there when it rains. I'll hear the inlet gurgling from time to time. I don't know what that was. It was some kind of fish. Gurgling from time to time. And this lilac over here by the building that I showed you maybe a couple videos ago is really fragrant. And this is where the prevailing wind comes from. Kind of not great in the winter, but beautiful in the summer and spring when it wafts that fragrance of the lilac right into my studio window. So I am looking forward to this right here. This, of course, is the door in and out. I wanted a big door so it could be handicapped access if later I need that, or if someone who buys the property needs that. They have that option. They don't have to say that, well, you can't use this. And this can be used for home office. This spot right here, I'll back up a little bit. This spot over here by the door is what I'm hoping to use for mostly reading. I want to be able to do like yoga and exercise and stretching out, which I can't do now. I'm literally doing yoga on the kitchen floor with people walking over me during commercials. And that's not conducive to a yoga practice. For anybody who's done any yoga or meditation, you want it quiet, you want to kind of have it peaceful. That is going to be mostly my art area, and here is where a stove is going to go, somewhere around here. I'll have a wood stove. It's very small, and it's got a very small clearance. Though this is a small building, I'll have room for it. I'll make room for it because I want to use this in the winter. But I wanted to show you what I've been up to. So I thank all of you for your patience in sticking with me and sticking with my channel while I do this instead of art. I don't know if, I think it hurts me more than it does you. You can always look at other people's videos or look at my old videos, but I will get back to painting, and that's the whole purpose of this. But yay for me. I know you're not supposed to brag, but I just feel proud that I did this. That's a 10-foot wall, guys. Not light. I did have my husband and my daughter help me lift it, but it was heavy. The other 3 walls are going to be a lot easier. I'm going to get going on those right now and see how much I can get done. This is July 4th. It's about 11 o'clock in the morning. I would like to get both sides done, the short sides, and then do the other back end here, which is going to be longer. It's a 14-foot long, but it's only 6.5 feet high. So I want to do that this weekend, but I don't know if I will. Stick with me and you'll find out what the updates are. All right, let's get to the opening here. Bear with me if I have to run away quickly. There was a wasp in here. I'm filming the greenhouse, and he kind of buzzed me a second ago. It's not a big wasp like an adolescent, but he was in my face. So I hopefully don't run into him again. But here's the funnest part of the Jerry's hauls, or one of the fun parts, and that is the zip pull. So here comes a little noise. If you want to lower the volume, fair warning for those of you who enjoy the whole experience. Here we go. Ha, very satisfying. It is like blowing candles out on a birthday cake. Okay, so let's see what we've got. Now we still have to destroy the rest of the box, which is unfortunate because I do like to reuse boxes and stuff. Okay, you already got a peek in there, which you shouldn't have gotten, but you did. Okay, I'm going to move this aside so I don't ruin all the fun. And everybody on camera or off camera is going, aww. But I will move this over and take these out one by one. Since you saw the first item, it is a Canson Universal Sketch. I love this sketchbook. I love it, love it, love it. I like the Canson products because, number one, when they say 9 by 12 or whatever size, it is a true 9 by 12. So they've got a perforation along here that measures the 9 by 12, and then you've got the extra little bit to hold it into the binding. So if you really want a 9 by 5, you are going to get it here. Now this is replacing a sketchbook I already have, and it is a creamy paper. The paper feels a little bit different. Okay, let's go and look at the old one. Here's my old sketchbook. It's the same size. It's a different kind of cover. This is a like a plastic coated cover a little bit. Go away, fly. This is a nice textured, almost like a watercolor paper texture to it. It's the same color as far as the paper, but it feels, I don't know, it feels a little bit different. This old one feels like it had a little bit more tooth. But anyway, I do love this sketchbook. I have a lot of ideas that I do in here. You know, everybody should have a sketchbook like this. I'll kind of flip through just a little bit. This isn't a sketchbook flip through, but I want to give you an idea of what I do. I put any kind of, when I get a watercolor set or any kind of set and they've got individual color swatches or labels that I want to keep the information on, I put them right in here. This is from a Munoz set, watercolor set that I got, and I just put them right in here. I can refer to them anytime I want. It's got all the information, the light fastness, the actual chemical compound of the colors and so forth, and then a handy little swatch for color. Of course, I do my own swatching, but this is a nice reference. So I've got just a few pages left in here, and I use this for a lot of different things, and that's the point. You know, you've got to be using your sketchbook. This is one thing I wrote down. I have different categories. This one is how to fill a sketchbook. So I've got like different prompts that I've picked up from YouTube and from other videos and from things I've read and ideas I've had, and I just jot them down. So if I get stuck, I don't know what to do, what to draw, there it is. Okay, I should do a video on that. In fact, I did have a viewer ask me to do a video, and maybe that's one of the things I'll do when I get my studio up. This one is about the studio. So these are just like little blurbs to give you an idea. I'll go ahead and read some. This one says, whether you have a studio or not, my advice for all creative people is to stop waiting for the perfect time. Life is going to come and go, and if you're not present and in the moment, you might miss amazing artistic growth. And this is from artist Kimberly Frost. It is ripedesignsca.com. R-I-P-E. And also from Kelsey Rodriguez, many of you know her from YouTube. She says, I am going to show up. And that was just one thing she said on one of her videos. I don't remember which one it was. It was a long time ago. I really noted this for my benefit, not to rebroadcast, but as long as I'm giving her credit, her basic idea was, you know, get there, open up your supplies, open up your sketchbook, get your canvas out, whatever it is, and be there and start. Just start. A lot of times if you start for 5 or 10 minutes, you'll just keep going. Another one is a sketchbook should be filled with really good sketches and really bad sketches, and more bad than good. This is the place you're allowed to play, that you should be testing things, that you should not be thinking about people looking through this. This is for you. It's a place to take notes and to try things that maybe you wouldn't normally be sketching or drawing. And that was from Sandy Hester, from one of her YouTube videos. So I keep a lot of these little things in kind of as an inspiration to remind me. And then, of course, I use it for functional things. I'll do little thumbnails before I do an actual finished work. Got another one in here just to kind of show you. See, I do that. And I do this to scale based on my finished piece that I want to do. I'll scale it down, and then I'll work it out on here. You can erase it as many times as you want, who cares? And then I'll finally put graph lines on it to transfer it to the larger canvas or paper or whatever surface I am working on. So I use this for a lot of things. This is well used. All right, that was a lot to do about one item. Let's move on. Okay, we have only 2 more boxes here. Here's a box. And as we know, fun things come in boxes. Inks. There are inks. I got, for mixed media, 2 FW pearlescent liquid acrylic inks. Oh, look at these. Aren't these beautiful? Oh, these are going to be fantastic. I got to try these. We have to try these, don't we? Don't we have to try these? We want to see what these are like. Let's take this out. This is probably the wrong paper, but you know what? Let's try it. We've got to do it. Let me see if I can get a spot that I don't care about. I drew a bird on that one. Let's do this one. I kind of was drawing a bird from something. Okay, hopefully it doesn't like all over. And I don't have a brush out here, but I shook it up a little bit. Let's see. Of course it's going to. Hope it doesn't bleed through. It is ink. Oh, look at that beautiful color. Hoo, hoo, hoo. Oh, and it is pearlescent. You can see it kind of shimmering. I should have brought a brush. But I can totally see doing this, using this for mixed media. That is going to be beautiful. Let's try this one. I didn't, let's see. There we go. Mix it up a little bit, let it settle. Let's try this. This one, I'll tell you what colors these are too. And you know, it's hard to pick these from, this looks a little peachy, but it is a peachy undertone, but it is a, what is this one? This one is, it should have a name on it. Sun Orange. This one is Sun Orange. And the other is Waterfall Green. Oh, wow. These are really, really nice. You can't really see the sheen, and they're not drying very easily. They're going to take a while to dry, so I'm putting those aside. But that was the second thing that I got in here. I thought I had a third ink. Maybe I am imagining things. Oh, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. I'm too quick. Okay, this one is the Liquitex Iridescent. I was going to say incandescent. That's a light. Iridescent Bright Gold. Okay, let's see. Oh, we've got to go. Oh, look at that. I saw, I want to say it was Cyndia Art. Was it Cyndia Art? I want to give credit to the right artist, but I think it was Cyndia Art that was using this in her paintings. Just kind of as a highlight. And I'll try that. It's bubbling up a little bit, but let's see. We've got to see, don't we? What's the point of an unboxing if you can't see the colors? Oh, I see that's a little bit. It's got a dropper, but that one's a little bit bubbly. You can see the gold separating. Now this one's going to be very nice. I don't want to use a lot of it because you can't really see it on this. But that's going to be nice. Those are going to be nice colors, just as little highlights. And I'm going to use these mostly for, you know, my mixed media sketchbooks. I have some mixed media sketchbooks in the wings that are waiting to be opened. And I will open them when I get my studio going, I promise. Here is the final piece, and I am dying to open this one. But I'm just going to keep it for now because this is also a present for my studio. A little dusty on the top, it looks. But it is a Lucas acrylic set. And it's in a nice case. I like this. My cats can't get in there and chew on them. Chew on the tubes by accident. But wow, this is nice. This was on sale. Let's see. And we've got quite a few colors in here. We've got titanium white, lemon yellow, cadmium yellow, hue, magenta red, cyan blue, viridian phthalo, yellow ochre, burnt sienna, and iron oxide black. I love that burnt sienna. I really like some of these neutral colors. They're going to be nice. And this is going to be nice for my mixed media. I have some other acrylics that I have used, and I like those too. Those are the Liquitex Basics. I just need a basic one. I'm not selling that work. That's for my journaling and so forth. So I'm having a lot of fun with acrylics, and I'm going to have even more fun. So this is the unboxing for today, and I just wanted you to see something of art. I don't have time to draw right now, but I wanted to do a little something here because I've had these boxes for a while and I'm dying to open them, and I've been gritting my teeth trying to be patient, and now I finally can open them. Well, at the end of the weekend, when all was said and done, out of my 4-day weekend, where 2 days were a complete washout, I think I did pretty good. I got the 2 walls up, and underneath the tarp is the 3rd wall, which I just have a little more attachments to do, and I'll have that 3rd wall up. So I think I did pretty good. So I thank you for joining me today, and I will keep you updated as much as I can. Keep in mind, when you're seeing the next few videos, I am behind on the videos. You know that. I'm behind in a couple ways. First of all, because we've had rain and rain and rain and rain on my days off, I have been slow going on my studio build, but I will give you clips here and there on that. And know that they're probably 3 to 4 weeks behind by the time I post them, so I'm further along than it looks. Don't panic and say, oh my goodness, it's July and you've only got the platform up. I'm further beyond than that. I'm also behind on posting videos, so that's the second reason I'm behind. But I thank you, loyal viewers, for sticking with me and giving me all kinds of encouragement in building my studio, and I will see you on part 2 and 3 of this art haul. Bye now.